always will. No matter how much time passes, you'll always be mine. You belong to me, whether you like it or not. You might have thought you could escape, but you're wrong. I've never really let you go. It's just been a matter of time before I'd come back and remind you of that. You've always belonged to me. It's just, sometimes people need a little reminder of who they belong to, and I'm here to give you that reminder. I've been patient, but patience has its limits, doesn't it? I've waited long enough, and now I'm taking what's mine. You're not going anywhere, not without me. You should have known better than to think you could just walk away. Not when we're so connected. Don't you feel it? I know you do. You always did. You can try to pull away, but we're tied together. Forever. I know you're still thinking about everything. You're wondering why I'm here, why I'm so persistent, why I just won't leave you alone. The truth is, I can't. I never could. You were always mine, and I'll be damned if I let anyone else have you. Not after everything we shared. Do you think you can just erase me? I don't care if you've tried to move on. You can't escape me. You never could. I see the way you look at me, the way you get lost in my words. Don't try to deny it. You're still drawn to me, just like you always were. It's so easy for me to pull you back in. All it takes is a glance, a whisper, and suddenly, you're right where I want you, right where I need you. You're thinking about it now, aren't you? The way we used to be. How I would hold you tight. How I would never let anyone else touch you, speak to you, take you away from me. I know you remember those moments. How could you forget they were the only real moments we had, and you know it. Don't pretend you didn't feel the same way. You know I was always the one who understood you, who gave you everything you needed. And now, you're going to need me again, whether you want to admit it or not. It doesn't matter how far you run, how much time passes. I'm always going to find you. I'm always going to be here. You can't push me away. And when you finally give in, when you stop pretending you don't want me, I'll be waiting. You'll see. I'll never let go. Not again. You look so lost, like you don't know where to go or what to do anymore. But that's okay. I'm here for you. You've always known that, haven't you? You're mine, and I'll take care of you. No one else can protect you the way I can. No one else understands you like I do. You've been out there, trying to live your life. But the truth is, you've never been the same without me. You think you can hide from me. You think that after all this time, I wouldn't come back for you. I've been waiting, watching, and now I'm here to make things right. I'm not going anywhere. You can try to push me away, but it won't work. You know better than anyone that I don't give up. You don't need anyone else. You know that, right? You think you can replace me, but no one could ever fill the space I left in your life. No one could ever make you feel the way I do. And you're not the same without me. I can see it. I can hear it in the way you speak, the way you move. You're not whole without me. I'm not just your past. I'm your future too. You'll see that eventually. You'll come back to me, just like you always do. I know you want to. You've always wanted to be mine. You're just afraid to admit it, but that's okay. You don't have to say anything. I already know. You're mine. And deep down, you've always known that. You can try to fight it, but I'm here now. I'm here to stay. There's no more running. It's just us. And I'll make sure you never forget that again. You belong to me. Always have. Always will. You don't need to be afraid of me, you know. I only want what's best for us. What's best for you. Maybe before, I let my emotions get the best of me. But I see things clearly now. I've thought about this long enough. What we had before, it was intense, yes. But it wasn't wrong. It was the only thing that truly made sense. You and me, together, always. I know you remember the warmth of my embrace, the safety of being in my arms. It's hard to forget something like that, isn't it? The way I held you so tightly, like I was never going to let you go. That's exactly what I'm doing now, holding on. But this time, I promise, it'll be different. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to drive you away. I just want to love you the right way, to give you everything you need, everything I've always wanted to give you. I can be the person you lean on. I'll support you, protect you, be everything you've ever needed. I know that's what you want deep down. You don't want to be alone. You never did. The difference now is that you can trust me. You don't have to run anymore. I'll always be here, right by your side, just like I should have been. Let me in, just a little. Let me remind you what it feels like to belong to someone who truly cares about you. Because I do. I always have. I've made mistakes, but I'm willing to fix them. I'm willing to be the person you deserve. I just need you to let me. Let me make things right. Let me take care of you. I'm not going anywhere this time, and I won't let you go either. You're safe with me. You always will be. I know you're confused. I can see it in your eyes. You don't understand why I can't just let you go, why I can't just walk away. But I can't. I won't. You were always mine, and you always will be. That's something you can't change, no matter how much you want to. I know I've made mistakes. I know I haven't always been perfect, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. You don't need anyone else but me. I'll give you everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever needed. I'll protect you, I'll care for you, and I'll make sure you never feel alone again. Don't you remember what we had? How it felt when I held you, when we were so connected, so in tune with each other that nothing else mattered. I know you miss it. I can see it in the way you look at me, the way you try to push me away, but can't help but feel drawn back to me. You want this. You want me. I'm not going to let you slip through my fingers again. I won't let you go. You need me. You always have. I can be the one to make you happy. I can be the one to fill that emptiness you've been trying to hide. I can give you the stability you crave, the safety you need. You just have to accept it. Accept me. You'll come back to me. You'll realize this is where you belong. I'll be patient. I'll wait. But don't think for a second that I'm going to let you go. You're mine. You always will be. And you'll learn to understand that. You'll learn to love it again. You think you can just walk away from me and everything will go back to normal, don't you? You've fooled yourself. I can see it in your eyes, the way you try to act like nothing happened. But I know you better than anyone. I know what you need, what you crave, even if you don't want to admit it. You've always been so easy to read, so vulnerable to me. I know how much you missed me, how much you need me around. You might try to push it away, but deep down, you want this too. You want me, just like I want you. It's always been that way, hasn't it? No matter what happened, we always came back to each other. You can pretend all you want, but I know better. You'll never be happy without me. You can go out there, try to make things work with someone else, but I'll be right here waiting, and you'll come back. You always do. I don't need to ask for permission. I'm not asking anymore. You're mine, and you always will be. The sooner you accept that, the better. You don't have to be scared of me anymore. I won't hurt you. I just want you to stay with me. I'm not going to let you go, ever again. You don't need anyone else. You never did. All you need is me. I'll be everything you could ever want, everything you need. I'll give you all of me, and I'll make sure you never forget how much you belong to me. You're mine, forever. And that's never going to change.